Well, we're at it again. We're gonna build some technology. What are we doing today? It's been a while since I streamed. You want to see an interesting function? It's called find elements. This is how I traverse the DOM to find elements based on a selector. So typically, when I use this function, I pass the entire DOM. But in the article hub here, when I'm analyzing an article though, I'm pretty sure I use find elements. Yeah, so you can see here article.elements. That's basically every element in the article, right? What is article? Let's see here. Article is an analyzed article. So article.elements would be every single element in the DOM. I do that here and here. Do I do it anywhere else? Let's see where I use this function. Alright, that's inside of itself, so this is a recurrent function. I think that's what they call it. Recursive. This is a recursive function. A function that calls itself during its execution. So it'll find it tries to find any element that it's complicated. I created my own CSS keywords. I don't know what they call them after the colon. CSS colon after. What is that? Postfix. Hold on. Let's just see what after is. So it doesn't say what it is. Which is weird. They're just calling it colon after. Okay, so we know what it does, but what is it? What are these colons? What do you call the colon in CSS? Boom. Keyword. Okay, so pseudo elements. I guess you'd call them pseudo elements because these are returning elements. So pseudo elements. So I added 3 pseudo elements to my CSS parser or my CSS selector function, right? Find elements. These 3: parent, has parent, and no parent. So basically it returns any element that contains a parent from a selector. And so this pseudo element keyword has an issue along with this one, because they use the same code, right? They're looking for elements using parents. Well, it shouldn't use parents. Instead, it should use the entire DOM. So the problem with this is, well, find elements only ever required one list of DOM elements, and that is the list that we're filtering. Since it's a recursive function, we're going to shrink this list. So maybe I should add another one, right? DOM. I'm just gonna put DOM there, and then save it. I don't know what's going on here. Why is this? The DOM isn't being used, yes, but why are there no errors? There are errors, it's just not showing where they are. That's weird. You know what? I just realized I'm not using those, that special scroll bar. Text editor. Difference overview margin. I don't know what that is. Let's see what that does. Nothing? Okay. I know what that is. I don't like that. Where's our... Come on. I don't like peak view. Where... What? Hold on. Maybe I can right click here. There we go. There we go. I like it. It's been a while since I've used this, but yeah, I'm gonna start using that again. All right, so don't know why it's not showing where the errors are on this scroll bar. I think that's a little weird, but whatever. I don't really use it anywhere. I mean, I don't really use this function anywhere, really. Ooh, I need to move this so I can see my keyboard. There we go. Much better. Is that it? Alright, let's see. Vendors. Let's see. What am I trying to do now? Oh, I'm not trying to do anything. Alright. So, this is what I'm trying to do. We're not using parents, sorry. Oh. What? Hold on. We don't need that. We can do a.parent. What? Okay, yeah. We're just gonna look for it in the entire DOM. We're gonna do that here too. We're just looking for our selector within the entire DOM, and I'll show you what kind of selector this is used for. And it's broken. Alright, so if I go to an article, yeah, let's just do newest. Let's do also Discover magazine. Here we go. Here's a good example. And this is probably going to look nice. The reason why it looks like this is because it was downloaded when I was using persistent sessions in Charlotte. And so now Charlotte, it doesn't do that anymore. Every single page request is brand new cookie, brand new session. Give me a second here. So I'm going to analyze this. It's going to download it again from the internet using Charlotte. And we got a few image download errors. That's fine. Doesn't look like it. Oh, one image is already cached. There it is. But we have a lot more text here. Why is that? Well, because it downloaded the entire article. See, Discover Magazine only gives you one article per day if you're using cookies. If you don't use cookies, it gives you every article. So, thanks, Discover Magazine. Anyway, let's see what words we got. Oh, we got a bunch of words. Evolutionary. Let's see. Let's see if we can organize this. Paleontologist. Paleontology. You know, one thing I haven't done yet is really create subjects for my collector database, right? I haven't really done anything yet, and I do need to build this out because this is like the cornerstone of collector, is being able to categorize articles and domains and words and phrases. So I need subjects. This is my categorization system. I need to fix this. I need to see how it's breaking the rows, because this little text here pushes down. It should be in the top corner. So instead, I'm just going to push it down next to the domain name. I think it'll fit. I hope. It might just need its own row. I think it might need its own row. Alright, let's do that then. Let's just fix this right now. But first, I'm going to show you the CSS selector in question. So you can see parent 2, I'm using that here, which means find any element that that matches text, which text is a custom attribute that I added as well. So this is some custom CSS selector code. Revolutionary. So basically it's finding any element that contains the text or matches partial text because of that star there. More from discover. Okay. And then it finds two parents back. Those elements. So parents, this is why we need parent in CSS selectors, because it's important to be able to backtrack, find any element that matches a selector, and then backtrack so that we can apply modifications to the parents of those selectors. Like I don't understand why this doesn't already exist in CSS, because it's so useful. It's so useful. And as you can see, the text attribute, which isn't even an attribute, right? It is an attribute because it's complicated. Like a DOM element that is a text element isn't really an element. It's just it's a value. That's all it is. It doesn't have, like, you can't select it in CSS. You can't do anything with it. It's just something that the parent element has a value of, right? So, or multiple values of, because you can have like a div with some text, and then below the text have like a paragraph element, and below that has some more text. Below that have, an H4 element or something, and then has some text below that. So you have this div that has text inside of it, directly inside of it, separated in parts, in between other DOM elements. So what I do with text here is I just combine all the text that's inside of a DOM element that are directly inside, like the children of. And then I search that text. Now, I also trim that text because we don't want a bunch of spaces at the end or in the beginning, because a lot of people, when they write their HTML, they tend to, I'm not talking about people, I'm just saying as developers we tend to, put text on a new line, tabbed, for visual purposes, so our HTML looks nice, right? Do I even have, yes I do. I have an HTML page open. Yeah. Well, in this case, like this label, you know, if I put this on the next line there, now I got a bunch of space in between the element and the text. So I do a bunch of trimming. I also support where text begins with copyright, right? And then I'm getting the parents and excluding those parents. These are the analyzer rules. It is super powerful and really like instant. It's instant. Watch how fast. It's like instant. So the time that it took from when this was printed to when that was printed, that is the step right in between there. That's the step that analyzes the DOM and finds the article text based on those analyzer rules. These rules here. And also based on a bunch of built-in rules that I have in my models here. Where are my models? Yeah, my article rules model has a bunch of different stuff, like things for finding different kinds of content, things for finding bad page titles. Let's see, header tags, finding bad header words, yeah, related articles, related posts, comments. Like, we don't want these things. We don't want people's comments. I mean, we might want people's comments, depending on the website, but skip tags, we're just going to skip all these tags. We don't care about any of that stuff. And then we have a list of bad tags that we just, yeah. I think, let me think. These are two totally different things, right? This one skips the tag, so it doesn't even mark, it doesn't even analyze these tags at all. But these tags, it analyzes and it'll flag them as bad. They're just marked as bad tags. We don't want navs. And then bad classes, yeah, it'll start to degrade an element based on how many bad classes it finds. These, like, if it finds one, why do I have also in there? Like, what? No, we're not putting also in there. But yeah, these bad classes, if it finds it, it basically does not add anything that's inside of those elements to the article. But yeah, anyway, so we have a bunch of article rules here. We've got our details, our analyzer rules. I'm not using no parent, but if I did, let's see what we could do here, right? So if we just did star colon no parent article, this should actually be like no parent or child, because we want to look both ways. Like, we don't want to exclude, like, for example, if I had, like, let's say this element here was the article element, right? So I'd want all these to be protected because it's part of the article. But then all of its parents outside of the article would not be protected because it doesn't contain the article within the parents. So then the entire thing would be excluded. The entire page would be excluded. So we can't have no parent as a we can have it, sure, but I'm not going to use it. What we need is no parent or child. Now, how is this going to work? All right, what's our parameter? Right. Hold on one second. I'm thinking about this. All right, so has a parent. So this is incorrect. So all three of these are incorrect right now. I need to fix this. Let me see if I can undo. Yeah, I'll undo all of it actually. There we go. All right, so if it has a parent, first of all, we're gonna get all the parents as DOM elements based on, we're just doing a recursive loop here, just looping, getting all the parents. Man, I don't like this song because it has a lot of background noise. Like, he records a room with an air conditioner or something in it. It's just annoying. You know what I could play? Man, my voice is really noisy. Well, it's probably because I'm breathing. No? Huh. It's like you can hear a tambourine behind my voice. Like, very subtle tambourine. Don't know why. But it's only like sometimes. That's really weird. How it's only sometimes. Yeah, there it is. It's doing it again. And then it'll fade away. Yeah, and now it stops doing it. And then after a while, you can start to hear the again. It's like a tambourine behind me. That's really weird. What is doing that? Why would that be happening? Is that because hold on. Oh, it's my computer. The fan is freaking out. Why is it? I know why. I was mining Ethereum for some reason. That was an experiment. I don't really like crypto bullshit. Anyway, it was because of the fan. So I'm going to put my gate back on here. There. Much quieter. We'll just keep... No, you know what? We're going to change our music, okay? We're gonna play some Blind. since we're allowed to. And we're going to play the albums that I like. This time, I'm going to play an album I haven't played for. What? What's going on here? Where are his albums? Hold on. Albums. See all. What happened? I mean, I want to play his Chuggle Legacy album, but it's not showing up except for here. So I'll just play it from here. We'll put it on. We'll start from the beginning. Oops. Yeah, we got some Metroid in the house. Here we go. I'll keep it there. It's supposed to be background music. What are we doing? Has parent, no parent or child. There. Okay, let's see. What should I call it? I'm just gonna leave it as parents, right? And then we'll do a dot parent equals a dot. Oh yeah. Yeah. Parents dot add range a dot all children. And all children is I think, yeah, the limit depth is -1, so it's just gonna get all the children. That's what we want. No parents or children. And then has parent. Let me think. Now see, what I'm doing here is I'm creating, what is it, a pseudo elements keyword called no parent or child. And the reason being is because we want to affect, how do I explain it? Let me just show you. Right, we're gonna create a new rule here. So we're gonna do star, right? Colon, no parent or child article. Right? So if I match any element on the page that does not have the article element as a parent or child, then it hides that element. So let's create that rule, right? Let's analyze this page here. Now you'll see that it gave me the entire article, but not the image. You know why? I'll show you why. Look at this. See? No parent or child article. But if I scroll to the text, what is this? It should be blue. Well, actually, no, because we're not protecting the article. We're just saying anything that's outside of the article. Okay, see this image here? Marked contaminated, excluded analyzer rule, no parent or child. So this is the image that we want to keep. So what we have to do is delete that and be more specific about what we're trying to hide for this article. I wonder if let's just go to article only. I want to see what it looks like. Yeah, it looks pretty. It looks the way it should. It ends where it should end. And it has all the text that it should have, and the image, and the title, and the subtitle even. Isn't that cool? It's like very professional. Planet Earth. Why does that say Planet Earth? Well, let me show you why. Let's see where it says Planet Earth. Alright, so it's part of this stuff, which includes the title, the subtitle. You see there's an H2 and an H1, and then the author. And it's a shame that Discover Magazine decided to go with like a randomly, what do they call it? Like they compile their CSS and HTML class names into random gobbledygook. For what reason? I have no idea. Like, class names should be used specifically for styling your document, but still, like, class names should be used for showing for what's the word? Well, partially for identifying different kinds of content. That and your tag names, but you know, there's only so many tag names to choose from, and a lot of people like to use div. Span is a good one. P is a good one. The H tags are all good, but we want to know what kind of content we have. So class names help us do that, so that we can, you know, stylize the content. Anyway, it's this whole page is just made up of a bunch of random style class names. It's really bad. It's really difficult to understand. But Collector can easily extract the article. And it's because I had to do some massaging specifically for this domain using analyzer rules. I mean, look at these very complicated analyzer rules. And you know what? One day they might just decide to change their website completely. So now I have to keep these analyzer rules for historical content, and then add new analyzer rules for the new website design that they released. And this slows down the analyzing process, which is between these two lines here. Actually, sorry. It's basically in between all these lines here. That's where it processes the Yeah, it's probably in between these two lines for processing the analyzer rules. I don't really know if it's intensive. It probably is, because we have, in many cases, 1,000 to 2,000 DOM elements. So there might be cases where we're looping through all those DOM elements for every DOM element in the DOM. We could be looping through those DOM elements like 10 different times. So that would be looping through all the DOM elements. If we had 1,000 DOM elements, that would be looping through all of them 10,000 times. Through 10,000 times, reading every single element in the DOM to analyze an article. That could be really bad. It could be more than 10,000 times. Yeah, it's pretty difficult to explain. But yeah, it works. It's accurate. This is collector. It does what I want it to do. It renders clean articles. So now I can go to my details for the domain and then click on our articles here and find a different article. Let's see what a author page looks like. Ooh, that's bad. All right, let's check this out. I don't really care for the authors. So, okay, yeah. I need to add that too. So any A tag that has an href that starts, that equals that, just hide it. So we're gonna hide, hold on. I keep clicking the wrong thing. I don't know what's going on with this, but it's not. Oh, these are just broken. Oh my god, lazy loaded images. Oh, but it's loading. It's actually loading the image. Just not loading the data for the image. Probably because it's using like a data set, like a source, like a embedded source. Okay, here. Oh, here's a lazy loaded image. So it says health. So these look like kind of like advertisements. All right, how about this? An A that has a div with lazy load wrapper. An A that has a div. There. Oh, and Let me see this. One, two, three. I would say three. Yeah. This is dangerous, by the way. That's probably why there isn't a parent CSS pseudo elements key. But let's recreate this. Right? We're gonna do parent 3. Now, this might be detrimental to our article, but let's just try it. All right, 30 words. Stay curious. Let's delete this and re-download it. And see if it downloads the whole thing. Instead of just only 30 words. All right, let's see what's going on here. Yeah, see this? Yeah, it's finding that div with the lazy load, but it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's getting all of them. And we also need, wow, okay, so we also need a no child, right? Just no child. Let's just name it children, and we'll just let's do this. Oh, guess we should just do that then, and delete that and that and change that to children. So no child. Whatever. Why? Man. I didn't have the internet for a second there. So anyway, yeah. I think this is an interesting CSS selector, right? Finding, oh, you know what? Where do I use DOM? Do I even use DOM? Or no? Oh my god, I don't even use DOM. Okay. But man. Whatever. No parent or child, I think is important. And I don't need the DOM for that. I just get all children. And that's why I think this became useless, because it's just, we don't need the whole DOM. We can traverse. But you know what? Whatever. I'm gonna keep it there because I have a feeling I will need to use it for whatever reason. I think it's important to have access to the entire DOM when you're trying to look for an element. Even if you're narrowing down your elements. Let's see here. Yeah, this is some good music right here. Let me just think about this for a second. Alright, so why is this contaminated? Oh, it's an aside. Okay, skip that. Recommendation, why is this? Oh, it's a section. We don't like sections on this website. Alright, so stay curious is a red flag. So we're going to do, let's see, 1, 2. Oops, I forgot to press play. Come on, 3, 2, 1, and go. So let's see, it's a div that contains text that equal, stay curious, and then we're going to do parent 2. We're just going to hide the parents of that div. So let's just analyze it, check it out. Ooh, let's change that to 1. I think I'm gonna have to make this window bigger because it's so tiny. It should be at least like 500 or 600. Let's do it. Where's my JavaScript? I think it's under domains. No, it's under domain. I have a domain.js. Let's show. Where's our pop-up? Oh, there it is. 600. All right. Watch this. I added some new code to my gulp file. So all I need to do now is watch. And it will copy. Now this is a big deal for Sabre, right? Sabre is my flagship software that I build most everything else with, right? If I press escape, I'm inside of Sabre here. Right? I can view a file browser, right? This is Sabre. And Sabre is rendering this web page. And collector is actually a plugin for Sabre. So anyway, huge deal. So Sabre now, instead of recopying every single file in for different types of tasks, like for example my less app task, right? Any less files that I find in my views folder here will be rendered and put into the www root folder. Well, that's a big problem, because anytime, like if I'm watching, right? If I'm watching and then it executes less app just because I changed one less file. Where's my less file? Do I have a less file anywhere? For anything? Maybe for my login? No. I don't have any less files here. So it doesn't even matter. It's useless. Oh man, that's stupid. I think I've changed the way that Sabre has worked so much that like all I have in my views is like 2 JS files and a bunch of HTML files. But anyway, so let's say I had a bunch of less files in my views folder, right? The watch will find what specific file was changed and copy that specific file over. And it's the same for my vendor files. So when I press Control S on this domain.js, down here, watch what'll happen. See? It copies that one file to there. And now when I reload the page and I open my details, it's much bigger. That's nice. Very clean. Parent one, let's see what happens. 28 words, that's kind of, ooh, that's kind of bad. Let's see what is hiding, okay? There's not really much here to begin with. These are all like the advertisements, okay. So what is this? Oh, it's an aside, so we don't care about that. And what's this? A section? We don't care about that section. Stay curious. Ooh, okay, so it should hide. In fact, you know what I realized? I get it. It's showing all of her links. So this is just a page for links. So we shouldn't even be touching this page. What we should be doing is going here, going to the analyzer, deleting. Actually, these are all good things that I found. Except maybe for that one. That's the one specific to this page. So we're going to delete that one. But stay curious. Yeah, we want to remove that. I mean, keep that. And now we go into our details and our downloads, and we add a new rule where the URL match for author is we only collect the links. So let's clean up. We have 129 articles that we need to delete. Boom. All right. Now when we go to our article search here, it won't give us any authors. The secret origins of the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. Let's check that out. Look how clean that is. It's so clean. Oh, this is the one we're trying to fix. So let's, yeah, I'm trying to fix this because it has a lot of images on this, but it's not downloading the images because Discover Magazine uses lazy loading for its images, so you have to scroll down. So yesterday, what I did was, oh my god, I pressed the wrong button. under Charlotte, I added a new file called pagesetup.js, right? So when my browser, this is my browser class here, when the frame load ends and the frame is the main frame, right? So we're basically, this code will execute if the main frame in the web browser is done loading. What it used to do was just run the extract dom.js. But now what we do is we run pagesetup.js first. We wait 2 seconds for the page setup to complete, and then we run our extract dom.js and extract the DOM. The reason why I do it this way with 2 JavaScript files is because the extract DOM requires a result. So at the end here, I just execute get DOM, right, which is a window function that points to my get DOM function here, and this returns my my JSON object, right, or my JavaScript object. And this object result here is just probably just a string. No, it's an object serialized from C# into just a regular C# object, and then I use my JSON convert to serialize object, so I serialize it as a string. So my HTML becomes a string with no formatting. Let's see here. So if I want to basically what I'm saying is if I want to execute anything that has to do with page setup, I have to execute that separately as a separate JavaScript file, so that, and then wait inside of C#, because you can't really wait in JavaScript when you're trying to return a result. So I execute this JavaScript file, wait in C#, and then execute the second JavaScript file, and well, hopefully it works. We're just gonna stop the current Charlotte process, run this process, and then delete the cached HTML file here, and then analyze the page. Alright, so 2 images have already been cached. What 2 images? Interesting. So it did get 2 images, but the other ones it didn't get. So I don't know. Let's just check here. Details. Let me think. Oh yeah, we're gonna go to the page. That's what I'm trying to do. And let's see what images. Okay, there's a satellite there, and then there's this image with the dolphin, and a dude with a globe, and then this guy who knows math, and yeah, the Drake equation. Yeah, we all know the Drake equation, right? And then that's it. So it's missing a bunch of images. So let's think about this. Let's actually think about this. HTML equals blah. What do we do with HTML? Oh, I see what we're doing here. So this is our collect, and we're waiting for HTML to be greater than less than nothing. And then we wait for half a second, and we wait for a maximum of 10 seconds. That should probably be like 5 seconds, but whatever. What we should also do in this while clause is check for another variable to tell whether or not we need to lazy load. And this is kind of a hack, right? Because how can we tell if a website needs to lazy load? Well, it has a class called lazy load. So maybe what we do is in our page setup here, we actually, all right, what we should do first, yeah, instead of page setup, let's rename this to lazy load, right? And then we'll have another file. We'll have another file, another JavaScript file that checks to see if we should lazy load. And then, yeah, we're gonna add another file here. So we're going to check lazy load. And the way we're going to do this is we'll check every class. So we'll hold on. We'll copy this. Oh my God. Let's see here. What is this? Like, I don't understand. Did it just decide to play music because it's done with this album? Did I say it could freaking play music? Come on, Spotify. I don't like that song. I just don't. I'm not into that swing music stuff. I'm sorry. Where are your albums, bro? Where did they go? This is broken. I'm just gonna play some CC0 music again. Okay. What are we trying to do here? We're trying to do the lazy load stuff. So, if document dot query selector all, because why not? Dot lazy load dot lazy loading dot lazy loading dot lazy load. Wait, this should probably be over here. And this should probably be here. Dot lazy loader dot lazy loader dot lazy. You know what? Let's see what kind of HTML we had here. Lazy load dash wrapper. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna loop through all the elements and see what we got. You know what? No, that's bad practice. We're not going to just loop through every single element. We're going to find the very first element and quit. So let's see. And there it is. If there's any lazy anywhere in a class name, we know we're going to be lazy loading. Right? Next, we check for images that don't have a source. What is it? Tag name? What is it? If it doesn't contain a source, right, what else? Image source set. And if it doesn't contain a source set, in fact, let's put that on a new line with that. And that source set return true. So if you have an image that doesn't have a source or source set, sorry, it doesn't have a source and it doesn't have a source set, then it's probably going to be lazy loaded. Oh man, you know what? No, I don't need these spaces. I don't need these. Okay, maybe one space. Anyway, so there's that. So what are we doing here? Well, this is what we're doing. Let's see here. var lazy load equals empty. So what do we do? Well, we're gonna do this. This is going to be check lazy load object checked equals yep has checked, whatever. Bool. We're just gonna set that to bool. What? Can we? Okay. If has checked equals true. Or let's rename this to has lazy. The reason why we has lazy load up here, we're going to set lazy load equals true, right? So where is it? Return. Oh, it's going to return the HTML. Let's do 3 seconds. We're gonna call this lazy load.js. So if there is a has lazy load and it equals true, then well, So we know for sure this has the word lazy in it. So let's just delete this cached file, analyze it, see if it locks. Could not find file. Oh, yeah. Let's go to our properties, always copy. Let's press start, try again. No. Okay, hold on. Huh. Maybe there's an error. If there's an error, well, looks like there's an error. So let's do this. Try catch return EX. It isn't doing anything. Huh. It's hitting me, right? Right? I don't know. Let's find out. What is going on? Okay. Error loading. What is it? Oh, end loading. End loading. Huh. Let's just look at this code real quick. It's not. I have a try catch. How about lazy true? How about that? Let's just do that. Let's return an object. If not, let's return lazy false. What? Do I have to have this in a task? Let's try it with a task. I don't know why I would need one. Let's do this. Let's change this to 100 seconds. Oh, you know what? We have to do this to turn it into an array. Because length, I don't think that exists. That's probably why it's bugging out. Okay. Let's go. What? New test. Return test. Let's see what happens. What is it doing? What? Let's see what this looks like. Yeah. You see that? Check lazy load. Return test. Watch, if I run this, Guess what'll happen? See? It returns test. Look at that. Returns test. So... what the hell, man? Evaluate script. Let me... oh. Let's do that. Let's see what happens. Why? Why is it waiting forever? There's no error in my code. What the hell's going on? Hold on. I have to take this call. Hello. Oh, hello. I'm writing code and I'm live streaming. Yes. What kind of game? Oh, you want to play Borderlands 3? Oh, you want to play some Hunt? Some Hunt Showdown? I could stream that. Let's see. Dang. That's good. That's good. Dang. Let's see. What's this code? I'll see you in Discord. Yeah. I gotta figure this out real quick. There's something shady going on. How is it that I can get the DOM from here? I'm just executing a function, but I can't get a value from checking the lazy load. I'm even returning test. I'm returning test. It's a... There's nothing wrong with the JavaScript. What if I just like comment out this wait bullshit? Let's see what happens. Okay, ready? What is my response? It's just not going to give me a response. Let's just try that again, maybe. Nothing? Okay, I'll just reload this real quick. It's just gonna sit there and wait for a result. Do I have to return like an object? Is that what's going on here? Did it do anything? No. This is really weird. So there's just no response. This is basically the same code as the extract DOM code. Let's just double check everything. Where are we getting path from? Browser.path, okay. It reads the text just fine. I guess I gotta go. I'll see you guys. I'm gonna go play some Borderlands.